Elementary 72 Gaming. Now, as I told you last time, the next time you come back, the carrots will already have been planted, and I'm actually going to wait for them to be ready to harvest, and then I'm going to come through, pick them all up, and I'm going to go through with what needs to be done next. So for now, I'm actually going to start the production of this base, and this is where things get a little bit complicated. I may have to actually leave and get a lot more core wood, because I know I'm going to need core wood. Now, besides all of this here, I've already placed out my placement for the first gates. Let's see, there we go. Right, so we know that those are the first few gates. The next thing that I'm going to have to do is find the corner where the base is going to end up reaching. So I know that I keep it 4x4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is actually structural, and it will be running right through to the roof. Unfortunately, I can't get it all in since it's only the start. Actually, no, I shouldn't be doing this for the start. I should be filling in all the corners, because if all the corners are in, then I can put in all the doors, and then I can keep moving out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, I did get it perfect. I was worried for a second. I thought I made a mess on that one. Now, these big pillar posts in the end are actually for a very important reason. I'll explain it in a minute if I do get that chance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Oh no, this one isn't the incorrect. Oh, it isn't the right one. Not that they're so well built that they're going to just snap instantly. So yeah, as you can see, these things in the corner are actually going to be the reinforcement. If I had metal structures... Oh, looks like I missed something. I actually went through and repaired the entire base before I started this off. It's quite simple. If everything is repaired, then you don't have to really stress too much. Look at that. Lines up. Lines up. Perfect. Now these aren't all of the corner pillars. There's still more that need to go through the entire base. Everything has been set up for a 6x6. So obviously this is going to go out till there, and then I'm going to have the next. Yeah, that there should be 6, correct. So then that would be 1, 2. Now it may look like it's aesthetic, but it's actually structural. I need to reinforce the base because of the size that I'm going for, and that is definitely going to hurt a lot when it comes to resource cost. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I don't have enough on me. That's sad. No, I don't have enough core wood to complete it. I thought that might happen. As you can see, that's just the outer edges as they start filling out. And I did say that every single section is going to have gates, so I have too much of stone on me. Didn't think of that. This is just a very basic layout. This is going to be the start of a massive building, as you can see. If I am correct, I should be able to run straight from this door to the other far end door, and this would be as simple as just taking a quick stroll right across. Correct. And I can do the same thing with this. This just tells me if I'm in line, because this is the actual central point that I use to start the base, so that will tell me everything. Yeah, there we go. Now these outer pegs just peg the outer walls. Then I'm going to have inner pegs that peg the inner walls. We're actually seeing some of it starting to form. I'm going to have to dump back most of my wood at this point. Fortunately for me, I have a base in the Blackwood Forest. So I'm just going to go through, grab a whole lot, and start up this build. Now, as you can see, there's a lot that goes into a build. Some things that you don't think of, some things that you do think of, and some things that even though they are thought of, aren't really put into any particular order. I'm definitely going to need way more wood than what I have in base, so those things always show up. They just drive me nuts. Okay. I know there's also an ogre somewhere in here, so only over there. Otherwise it's going to be base. This is not good. No, wait. may not seem all that difficult to kill them. Oh, this is difficult now. I don't even know where he went. Don't hear him at the moment, so I'm just going to get back in and provided he's not close by, I'll be able to sleep. Yeah, there we go. I really don't want Rain to hit that base. It takes a lot to repair. It actually takes 3 repairs of my hammer just to repair the entire base. So as it stands, it is quite heavy in terms of usage. And it's not even done. As you can see, it's just a bare bones outer base. Once the walls start going in and more and more of the more extravagant parts start showing up, this base will start becoming a little bit more fancy, to be honest. And it does need a fanciness at the moment. Well, that should be the 6x6. And it's another 6x6. Each time. Perfect. This one might be a little bit difficult because I have something in the line. So there's all the rooms built in. Now I have to go through and uniformly fix up the center because I already know that there's going to be another set of trouble. This goes up from the first and second to third floor. It's part of the general structure. I could actually even put my staircase inside there, which would be brilliant. But then I can't put my roof staircase on this here, so I'm actually going to go with 4 staircases, as is my regular. Okay, let's start off on the side, which is at 100% down. If I want them to have wide windows, I'm thinking maybe side windows won't be too bad. Yeah. Makes sense. If you look at it, everything else is... I'm overstressing things that shouldn't overstress. Just back, blow back in. Instead of having to actually this at any point. I'm going to use half walls in between. That is expected. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Out of wood. Okay, so this has still been a very small amount of building. I'm really shocked at how little I put in already. I think I should have been a little bit higher up by now. As for me, I love building huge buildings. If you go through my previous Valheim list, you'll see that I have buildings that trump this building out by figures that are just absurd to even think of. Now, these are hidey holes, right? That's the entire purpose. They're going to be on all the sides of the base. So they're there so that I can attack anything that attacks me from the outside. At the end of the day, that makes it quite a lot more usable. Now I'm just going to take a short intermission and I'll see you after that break. Okay, so I am back. Sorry about that. I just needed to out for a little bit. So let me just go and pull up this row here. I'm still thinking about where my doors will be, so there will be one opening over here on the side. I'm not filling it up just yet. I might go for the center inside here. I might go for the outer leg. All depends on how I decide to make my staircases run. Generally, I have my doors towards the entrance, close to where you enter into the other door, but this time I'm going to have it further away for other purposes besides the standard. I'm going with this. I think this is just perfect. So for the bottom floor, all 4 doors are on this side, and for the top floor, all 4 doors will be on the other end. Ahead of myself. I have so much of building to do. I'm not realizing just how much of wood I'm short of at this moment, and how much worse the construction is becoming every time I'm putting in these items. If I have to repair this base right now, it will take me about 3 or 4 hammer throws. This might have to move slightly. That should grant me what I wanted to grant me, and go back to these. Yeah, the doors eat resources like crazy. Let's see, which way did I make it? Let's go with door frames. didn't have to do that, just by the way. I forgot I can snap to these posts that I sent up. Yeah, I was overdoing my building. The outside of my bases are generally perfectly symmetrical. I love to go for symmetry. Maybe the first one was slightly off because of balance issues where it kept breaking, but this base should be perfectly symmetrical when I'm done with it. It gets a little bit ironic. I actually have more wood outside this base if I ever find it. I got raided by the forest twice or thrice, so it's tons of wood on the outside. It is perfect. And I might have to go outside after this. So yeah, this is just the start of a crazy world. Obviously I'll bring you back once things are in. You've seen how I'm doing the first part. The second floor I definitely will bring you back for it, because that's going to be where most of the hard parts come in, because I'm giving it extra space for the second floor, because I know what will happen the moment this is converted to stone. Yeah, right now there's a ton of gathering that's needed. In order to get through any of this, I'm going to need about 600 wood, and that means I have to go out and chop down the whole forest. So yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. You can see that the repairs are going to be crazy, as I was explaining, because now it's not just the floor, it's also the walls and the doors and the supporting pillars in each of the corners, and you can figure out how heavy that's going to be for a repair. Oh yeah, the centers over here generally become another type of structure altogether. I'll just show you what I mean. If I could get it up. Won't stack. See if I can do something crazy. Yeah, I can. Takes a little bit of work, so I'll start putting it in now. In case you didn't know, there's a reason why you don't want to go that high on the walls to start with, unless you're going to do this. Okay, right, so I just showed how to get it up 3 walls high. So as you can see, these rooms are huge internally. they're not going to have problems with smoke, so smoke resistant rooms all around. And as soon as I am done with this, I can start putting in my structures into these rooms. Now I have had bases that are just too high. 3 high is a bit heavy. There's a reason why I call it heavy in a minute. If I can actually explain it. Oh no, it's not pausing. This is pausing. The reason why they're a bit heavy to have them 3 high is when you go to the second floor, your reinforcement now needs to be across the entire bottom row of your floor. Otherwise, your floor is going to collapse. Now, obviously, that raises other problems like entranceways onto your second floor, but I have a solution to it for now that might work or might not work. I still have to see. I remember making a 2x2 out of stone structures. They just start collapsing like crazy because you have the half wall in between, and the half wall doesn't provide as much structure as these. So I'm hoping that the reinforcement bakes it up to be way stronger than it already is. So yeah, let me just keep going. As I said, I have a ton of wood outside. There's no way that I'm completing the inner level of this base, so you just get to see the 3-story high start, and if there are alterations, I will explain it in the next video. There is a slight chance that I'm going to drop this here down 1 whole level. Too bad. Okay, so that's going to be about it for this video. I will catch you all in the next one, so have a good day.